Crisis in the Middle East as Iran fires missiles at Israel hours after Israel's first strikes. The international response and what could come next. And local families with links to Israel and Iran fearing for their loved ones tonight. Good evening, I'm Dick Brennan. We begin with that crisis in the Middle East as Iran fires retaliatory missiles at Israel. Around 100 Iranian missiles were launched. Most were intercepted by Israel's defense system. Israel's defense forces officials say 21 people were hurt. On the Iranian side, the country's UN ambassador says 78 people died and 320 were hurt in the Israeli strikes. U.S. and White House officials confirmed to CBS News that the U.S. helped Israel intercept missiles. Erica Brown is live in Washington with more on the strikes and the international response. Erica, good evening.
Good evening, Dick. Well, as you summed up there, tensions have essentially risen exponentially over the last 24 hours after Israel targeted Iranian nuclear and military facilities in that overnight attack, and Iran vowing severe retaliation with a series of missiles barraged on Israel in response. The Trump administration is still pushing for diplomacy, and they claim that nuclear talks with Iran are still set to go on this weekend. Air raid sirens sounded throughout Israel as Iran launched an attack. Explosions could be seen in the sky as missiles fell on Tel Aviv. The White House says the U.S. helped intercept the missiles, though some still made it to the ground, damaging buildings. Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, addressed his nation, saying Iranian armed forces will leave Israel, quote, helpless, and that Tehran will not pursue half measures in its response. His warnings follow an Israeli overnight attack targeting Iran's nuclear program and military sites, killing top nuclear scientists and military leaders.
The regime doesn't know what hit them. They don't know what will hit them.
In a message for the Iranian people, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu encouraged the Iranians to overthrow their government.
And as we achieve our objectives, we're also clearing the path for you to achieve your objective, which is freedom.
Sources tell CBS News President Trump was aware of Israel's strike. He met with his national security team at the White House today. In Tehran, Iranians protested Israel's attacks. Journalist Dan Raviv authored a book about Israel.
Israel's been planning this for years. The Mossad, Israel's spy agency, has really penetrated Iran to a deep degree.
This afternoon, an Israeli military briefing was cut short, just as Iranian missiles were detected heading towards the country. Now, for about an hour this afternoon, troops at U.S. bases in Iraq and Syria were ordered into bunkers as tensions in the region escalate. And a U.S. official warned Iran not to target U.S. personnel or U.S. interests, saying that the consequences will be dire. Dick?
Erica Brown at the White House. Erica, thank you for that update. Long Island is second home to the largest Iranian American community in the United States. As Carolyn Gusoff reports, the attacks in Iran and Israel are unsettling for people of all faiths in the tri-state area.
As Sabbath approaches, Great Neck area Jews prepare with heavy hearts. Many here have roots in Iran and family in Israel.
Couldn't sleep all night.
Eddie Yakubov shared video of a bomb shelter in Israel.
It's 3 floors on the ground.
Where loved ones seek protection from Iran's wrath after Israel's preemptive strike.
They're not after the Iranian people. They're really after the government, that they're not understanding that they cannot have nuclear.
I think it constitutes escalation that potentially puts a lot of innocent lives at risk.
I think they did something that they had to do. I think the threat of Iran, they say constantly that they are intending to destroy Israel.
Many see Tehran as responsible for the October 7th massacre and for strengthening Hamas.
Everybody has a right to protect themselves. There's nothing against the people of Iran, and we love them. I'm from Iran.
Dr. Cameron Roxer's family fled Iran's regime when he was just 10 years old. He says he prays for civilian lives, but
the Iranian regime is a tyrannical regime that has taken its own population hostage for 40 years. 85% of Iranians do not support this regime. This is a regime that kills its own people. It kills political dissidents. It's the #1 violator of human rights in the world.
Meantime, at the Hillside Islamic Center, Friday prayers drew calls for the end of all bloodshed.
We are praying for everybody. Okay, shouldn't be happening.
There should be peace in the world.
We're going to continue to let any country, Israel, United States, to fight and kill innocent people. When we're going to have peace on earth? You understand? Israel every day wants more and more and more and more.
The only common thread in this endless debate, fervent prayers for peace. In New Hyde Park, Long Island, Carolyn, Gusoff, CBS News, New York.
As the situation develops in the Middle East, stay with CBS News New York. We'll bring you the latest on the crisis there and how people here in the tri-state area are responding.